Okay, so when you're doing your values, I want to show you quickly how to do your values. So you're going to use pencil pressure, and we're using a pencil for this, but this is how you also use pencil pressure for when you're using colored pencils. Okay, so what you would do is you will start on the outside right here, and then as you're going in, you want to very lightly go the same direction as this curve. Okay, so you want to very lightly do some curved lines, leaving the center open so that it doesn't have any lead, any graphite on it, and then just very lightly color the outside so that it kind of blends in with that dark line right there. So you want to make sure that it's dark and then it's light towards the center. Okay. That's how you will create the values. I'm going to do it up here so that you can see. Now remember, you're going to be alternating colors, so we're going to be doing this in a checkerboard pattern. So you're going to be skipping, okay? So I'm going to come up here and show you how I did this again one more time. You're going to push down hard towards the outside and make a line. Then you're going to very carefully and very lightly go towards the center like this with it very lightly in a curved fashion. Okay, so you're following that curve. When you do it this way, you'll follow the curve this way. Okay, follow that curve, leaving a little space very lightly in the middle. You can very lightly, and then go back here and blend and make this part a little bit darker so that it blends in with this dark line, because you don't really want to see the line. Do it darker, just right there. Then a little bit lighter. Until it's all kind of blended, okay? You don't really want to see the transition. You want to have the transition very light so it's not apparent. Like that, okay? When you're doing your value scale, you will do the same thing. You would start out real dark, and I like to go in circles when I do this, just to make sure that I get all those little white spots out. So I'm pushing down real hard with my pencil, using pencil pressure. So I would start at one end with dark pencil pressure. And then as I go, then I normally come down here with the lightest pencil pressure that I can. So light that you can't even really see it, to make that light value. Then I get a little bit darker, so I push down really hard. Not really hard. I'm sorry. You push down a little bit harder to make that next darker value. So you don't want it real dark. You want it to be just a little bit darker than that first one. But you've already done your darkest value here. Okay, so you know that as you get over, you don't want to make it as dark as that next value. Get rid of all those little lines. Then go to the next one. Push down a little bit harder, but not too hard. You don't want it to be so hard that you can't make a value there. Just a little bit harder so your value is darker than this value. And then with the darker value, make it push down harder, but not so hard that it's darker than this value, but hard enough so it's darker than this value. Okay, so you can see the transition there. This one is really, really dark, and I would even go over it again just to make it even the darkest of the dark. Okay, and you can see this is really dark. This is almost dark, but not quite. Next, and then it goes on lighter and lighter. I hope that helped.